Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to your Rangers Review News Bulletin on this Tuesday afternoon, the 18th of November. I hope you're all doing well, whatever you are up to. Plenty of Rangers news to get our teeth stuck into. Before we do that, just a quick mention once again for our Black Friday offer, which we launched yesterday morning. You can take advantage of a year subscription over on the website for just £12. It's a great deal. So many of you have already taken us up on it, so thank you for that. All you have to do is click on the link below this video or head over to rangersreview.co.uk/subscribe to sign up. Right, let's get stuck in, shall we? And we'll kick off with an appointment to Danny Rayle's backroom team. We discussed it on the show this morning. News that we broke yesterday, thanks to Joshua. And this guy here, Scott Fry, has arrived from Lincoln City. And a statement on the Rangers website reads, Rangers Football Club can today confirm the appointment of Scott Fry to the men's first-team coaching staff. The set-piece coach has joined Danny Rayle's backroom team ahead of the return of the Scottish Premiership this weekend. Fry arrived from Lincoln City, where he played a major role in their strong record from set plays. Last season, Lincoln scored 30 goals from set pieces, the most in League One. His appointment follows a detailed recruitment process that analysed teams across the UK and Europe who consistently outperformed in their set plays, with head coach Rule heavily involved throughout. So there you go. He has joined the coaching staff. And great piece, incidentally, on his time at Lincoln and why Rangers need a set piece coach as well. Easy for me to say. A great piece over on the website on the Rangers Review sites, folks. So do go and check it out. But I'm very much hoping that we see an upturn in output from the set pieces from Rangers in an offensive sense, and hopefully defensively he can sort that out, because Rangers losing too many cheap goals from set pieces from the opposition. So hopefully starting on Saturday, we may see a bit of invention with regards to that. Now, moving on, and one ex-Ranger, former Rangers head coach, Philip Clement, is back in the game. He's been appointed as the new boss of Norwich City. The 51-year-old has signed a deal until the summer of 2029. He'll be joined by former Ibrox assistant Stefan van der Heyden, and further additions to Philippe's backroom staff are to be confirmed in due course. Now, he told the Norwich City website, I'm really excited by this story, an opportunity. I've known of this club for a long time, and whilst we're not in a good moment at this time, we're excited to work together with the players and staff to turn things around. Meeting with the owners and hearing some of their ambitions for the club, it really convinced me that this is the best move. They have big plans for the future, but of course our job in the short term is to turn around the current situation and get everyone believing again. I also see the potential in the club and the group of players and feel totally ready for the challenge ahead. So interesting move that. Philip Clement, it's his first job in football since being sacked as Rangers boss back in February. Almost seems a lifetime ago, because such a lot has happened at Ibrox since his departure. But I'm sure that many will wish him well down there at Carrow Road. I certainly do. And it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Norwich have had a bit of a poor start, poor season, hence why Liam Manning was dismissed. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets an upturn in performances, and if they can go on a decent run. They do face Birmingham City at the weekend down at St Andrews, or it will be up at St Andrews for Norwich supporters. So an interesting appointment. Didn't expect to see that this morning. But he is back in the game. Philip Clement. Speaking of another former Ranger, this lad here, you remember him? Robbie Ure. He is in line for a shock move to, wait for this, Egypt with Al Ahly. Looking at making him a top target. The 21-year-old former Rangers striker signed for IK Sirius in Sweden after a spell with Anderlecht, and he was the 6th top goal scorer in the Swedish Allsvenskan this season, after netting 11 goals. And the Cairo-based club Al Ahly, which is managed by the Danish coach Jes Thorup, says that they're targeting the 21-year-old for a move to the club. Now, it would cost a considerable transfer fee because he just signed a 4-year contract with Sirius last year. and helped them to a mid-table finish. So, yeah, he could be on the move. Robbie Ure, he made 3 appearances when he was at Rangers, scored in his debut, if you remember, in that League Cup tie against Queen of. And I've mentioned him on the show before. I think Rangers should have looked at bringing Robbie Ure in as opposed to Yusuf Chermiti. I don't think it would have cost them anywhere near £8 million initially to bring him back to the club, and he certainly fits that sort of profile that Rangers were looking for in a striker. But there you go. Looks like he could be heading over to Egypt. So that is you up to date with just some of the Rangers news doing the rounds. Other bit of news as well, folks, you may have seen over on the website. This could be interesting. The former German giants, Dynamo Dresden, have announced they'll invite Rangers for a friendly to mark their first ever European game. They're hopeful that the Ibrox club will accept because new boss Danny Rule was born in the area. Now, Dresden were East German champions 8 times, but they fell in hard times and were struggling in the 4th tier of German football recently before a recent revival took them back into Bundesliga 2. Now, their first ever European match was against Rangers in the Old Fairs Cup, which was formerly used to be the UEFA Cup. In 1967, they faced Rangers. It finished in a 1-1 draw. Guess who scored for Rangers? Sir Alex Ferguson. Rangers won the return at Ibrox 2-1 and reached the quarter-finals that year before losing to Leeds United, who were a great side back then. So yeah, Dynamo Dresden want Rangers to return to mark the occasion. And their club director, Frank Bergman, said, to mark our first ever European game, we'll try and organise a friendly against Rangers. I've already been to the Ibrox Stadium for the Old Firm derby against Celtic. The atmosphere there is good too, but I prefer to see a home game against them. So, yeah, Danny Rule is from nearby Zwickau. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. As assistant manager, Sasha Lenz played for Dynamo Dresden in his playing days as well. So, yeah, that would be a good old away day, wouldn't it? A trip to Dresden. Wouldn't mind that myself, I've got to say. So, yeah, watch this space with regards to that. Hopefully Rangers say yes, and we can get it in the calendar. Right, that will do us there. Big thank you to you all for your continued support the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, then please do. Very much helps us here with the work that we do. Right, tomorrow morning, Stevie will be joining me on the show 9:30 as ever. So we hope you can join us for that. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Bye for now.